Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well. Peace and blessings to Akion, putting on us the elect, striving for perfection and crown of righteousness by being obedient to what is written inside these scriptures. Shalom. I was inspired to do a lesson through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, going into this order out of chaos, that's being pushed on a higher and higher vibration right now, with Trump's rhetoric going into certain things, saying that it's going to be a bloodbath, if he doesn't win, and then switching it up and saying that, because if I don't win, the car industry is going down, the banks are going down, just, Trump throwing in more fuel or more logs on that fire that's already kindled of division, that's on earth right now. And these things are prophesied inside the scriptures to happen. Okay? So the rulers of the society have set nothing but divisions on every level that there can be. They set the people against the people, the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Let me go ahead and grab some of these precepts right quick. We'll start here. In Amos 3:6, it says, "Shall the trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it? Surely the Lord Yahweh our power will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants the prophets," man. The servants the prophets are those that have been picked or predestinated since the foundation of the earth, which are called the faithful. And the faithful are the ones who have the secrets, These individuals have the secrets that are written in the mysteries that are written inside these scriptures, so they can understand the prophecies, understand the words of these scriptures. So when they see the prophecies happening in society, they're able to correlate the two together, and it puts them on a time frame, a time schedule. And this is how time is being measured right now. Okay? What's written inside these scriptures is manifesting into our reality. And the Lord tells us to watch for certain things, so then we'll know when he's soon to return. Okay? But Esau Edoms, which is the self-proclaimed white man who's the ruler over the Babylonians, the Edomite Empire, Rome 2.0, is created nothing but wicked people on the face of this earth. Okay? Pumped out and polluted the inhabitants of this earth. The scriptures calls him a plague. He is as death and everything. But going into the servant of the Lord, no, I'm hopping around a little bit, but the servant of the Lord, this is Ecclesiasticus 39:1. It says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient, and be occupied in prophecies," man. This is a job. This is a business, Understanding these prophecies, operating inside of them, giving the Negroes, Hispanic, Native American, Indians, so-called people the truth. All right, that they are Israelites, that Yahweh Shai came for them, okay, to be healed and be saved from this broken, low condition in which they living in. Okay, we can have salvation. There's a better world coming for those who believe in Yahweh Shai. You can be cleansed through his blood, him being that ultimate sacrifice and everything. All right. But the servants of the Lord who have the secrets, who the Lord has revealed these things unto, are occupied in prophecy in this time frame in which we in. And the vision is speaking. The prophecies are speaking, So this is Trump. He says he defends his warning of a bloodbath for the country. All right. So this is Trump being Trump, throwing more rhetoric in there and everything because he's wicked. All right. Let me grab this in the book of Ecclesiasticus 10:2. It says, "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered." All right. There's nothing prudent or wise about this individual. It says, "As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. It says, an unwise king destroyed his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. And in the time frame in which we in, the earth is in the hand of the wicked. All right, and the wicked are ruling this world wickedly, and their works are fulfilled. All right, because this is the time that the Lord is coming to visit, and He's visiting with these signs that you see happening on the day to day. Earthquakes, calamities, disasters. What it talks about in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, 1 and 2. The Lord is visiting this place because this is the time of the deliverance of Yasharallah. He, princes of the power, the children of God. All right, the Israelites. This is why this world in which we living in is going to shit. And it's not getting no better. And you tell it's not getting no better because they're pushing for civil wars. All right. I'm going to play this trailer right quick. This is for learning purposes. I'm not going to gain anything off of this. Just teaching the Bible. This is fair use.
19 states have seceded.
The United States Army ramps up activity.
The White House issued warnings to the Western forces as well as the Florida Alliance.
The three-term president assures the uprising will be dealt with swiftly.
Let me know if you want to try anything on.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
We just try to stay out. With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Citizens of America.
The so-called Western forces of Texas and California
Have suffered a very great defeat at the hands of the United States military.
Mr. President, do you regret the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
We're moving to D.C. today.
We need to go down there.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. Every instinct in me says this is death. What?
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here. What? Well, you're American, okay? Okay. What kind of American are you? You don't know?
Right. So, in this Judeo-Christian society, where these Christians believe that you should accept everybody, right, forgive everything and everything. These are the things that they're dropping inside of this society. This place that's supposed to be about love, let them call it. They're talking about division, They're stirring up the pot, or they're creating more of a gap between people because of, social, economic, differences, what color, race, whatever you want to be, differences, all these great divides. Who you voting for? You Republican, Democrat, what are you? So all these divisions are leading to a civil war, which Trump is pushing for, which the whole establishment is pushing for ultimately, because they want chaos so they can try to implement their order, and the scriptures talks about that. Let me grab this right quick. And ultimately, this chaotic time frame in which we're going into, which is the time of none other, Jacob's trouble, the time of great tribulation, it's all written about inside these scriptures. All right. And the prophets of the Lord have been looking for these things, right? This is Mark 3:24. It says, and if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. It says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. So an end is what you see getting ready to happen to Rome 2.0, to Babylon the Great. All right. The people are severely divided, on a large stage. Okay. Let's grab this in 2nd Ezra 6 and 24. See. I'm going to start here at 2nd Ezra 6 and 24. It says, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. All right. And the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still. In 3 hours they shall not run." So these individuals, these so-called relatives, close friends, in this time of great trouble, all right, every man's for himself, as we're going to go into in the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 15. You know, this is the time that we're entering into, you know. And let's see, we got this once again, this solar eclipse happening in April the 8th. And a lot of these counties that are in the path of this eclipse, they're declaring state of emergency. Okay, the National Guard has already been strategically moved to certain places. You know, you see a lot of plays, a lot of pieces on the board game, so to speak, moving. They're all in position. So a lot can go wrong. They was just talking about Putin having satellites out of space with ICBM missiles launched to them. You know, it could just be, you know, another one of their wise tales, their predictive programming type of situations, you know, where they're trying to tell you what's going to happen before it happens. Okay? And man, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. We know that, man, he's the wicked, and he's the enemy. So he's going to be doing what an enemy and what a wicked person would be doing. But man, we see the setup. We see the setup happening right now, man. All right. Let's get this next one. It says 2nd Ezra 6 and 25 said, "Whoso remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world," man. The end of this time. Okay? And which we're living in. Those who believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right? Those who endured. All right? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to be the stability of our time. These words that are written inside these scriptures. This is what's going to sustain us. The Lord has given us, once again, this information before it happens. All right? And we're giving it to the world. Letting them know. The world being cosmos in that one. This being the Israelites. So-called Negro, Hispanic, Native American Indians. Giving you fair warning about the coming calamities that's happening. Okay? Let's grab this in 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Let's see. Let me get the... Okay. I'm going to grab 2nd Ezra 15 and 15. I'm going to grab 15 and the sword right quick. So it says, "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." So it says, "For there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand in their power." So, man, the government in that time frame, the people are going to be every man's for themselves. All right? Whatever you believe in, go for what you know. All right? It comes down to my family eating, your family eating, my family's going to eat. My life or your life is going to be my life. In that time, sedition, that's taking over, overthrowing someone in their household. This is 17. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." And you see things happening like in New York, you know, the military presence, a light form of martial law. So the 17 is going into that martial law. These cities, these towns, they're going to be fenced off with the National Guard and everything. Okay? When 18 says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid," man. So all this death, all this death and carnage that's getting ready to happen, you know, rape and robbery, the pride ultimately, you know, of you thinking that, you know, you're safe. The pride of you thinking that there was never a recompense for how you lived. I mean, you're going to be afraid in this day. The scripture says men are going to be like women. All right. And 19 says, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." So, Great tribulation, going into the famine, goes into death, goes into pestilence, goes into calamities and catastrophes, happening on this earth at a very rapid pace, because this is going into the birth pains. Okay, Yasharallah is getting ready to be, the kingdom of righteousness is getting ready to be birthed on this earth, and through all the chaos that is amounting, that's getting ready to happen. All right, this is the only way we're going to get through it. So through that chaos, the Lord is going to bring order. Okay, so with that, prayerfully, this is edifying to the body. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops at Great Millstone, who taught us this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akiyam that's put on as the elect. Shalom.